What's going on, bread chasers? My name is Josh, and today I'm going to be telling you about the 7 money lessons your daddy never taught you. And these are super important lessons. Unfortunately, most schools don't teach these, and that results in really the only way that you can learn about these types of tips and tricks is by watching YouTube videos. That's why I love creating content about personal finance, financial freedom, and business. So my goal is to help others achieve their goals and ultimately become financially free. So if it's your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like, and let's just get started with this video. The first lesson that I want to discuss is automatic savings transfers. And based on my personal research, I know that there are a lot of people that are struggling to save for their short or long-term goals. There's a statistic from bankrate.com which asked 1,000 American workers how much of their annual income do they set aside for financial goals, emergencies, retirement, etc. So 20% saved absolutely nothing, another 20% only saved 5% or less, and 28% only saved between 6 and 10% of their annual income. So based on these findings, we can safely assume that there are a lot of people who aren't saving enough or as much as they probably should be. So we never know when the next emergency is going to happen, when the next time we're really going to need to have some money available. So it's always good to be prepared. And that brings me back to automatic savings transfers. So depending on the bank that you have, you can implement automatic savings to help you get to your savings goals. So you can set up regular deposits or transfers into your savings account. This forces you to save money before you spend it. I would set these up based on your personal income. My recommendation is to set it up so that at least 20% of your income is going into savings, if not more. So personally for me, I try to save at least 70-80% of my income. I know it's different for everyone based on your monthly expenses, but you should be saving a significant chunk of your income. You want this transfer to be scheduled immediately after you get paid. The next lesson that I want to discuss is the cash-only approach. Now, I understand a lot of people might disagree with me on this, but that's okay. Everyone is in a different situation. Let me share a quick story. McDonald's used to only accept cash for their orders, but once they implemented credit card processing systems, they saw an increase in the average purchase from $4.50 to $7. Now, this makes perfect sense. Let's pretend you go to McDonald's and you only have $5 in cash to pay for your order. Well, you better make sure that your order is under that $5. When you're paying in cash, you really feel the money leaving your hands, and with a credit card, you can just whip out a credit card and you pay and you don't really feel anything emotionally. Nothing registers emotionally when you're paying with a piece of plastic. So if you use plastic instead of cash, you may spend anywhere from 12 to 18% more. This is according to Dave Ramsey, and this is all money that you could have saved. That's why this is a really important lesson as well. So if you're trying to save more, consider leaving your cards at home and only carry cash around with you and see if your spending habits change. If they do, this might be something that you want to implement into your lifestyle. All right, so lesson number 3 is subscriptions are the devil. When you're signing up for a subscription, you are basically just signing your life away. Just kidding, but actually you really do need to pay attention to what exactly you are signing up for. I highly recommend taking a look at all of your subscriptions. You can do this by using an app such as Truebill, or you can simply just go ahead and review your bank statements. This has occurred to me, and it might have occurred to you as well, but sometimes you may be tricked into an annual paid by monthly subscription instead of just a monthly subscription. So that means you're actually signing up for an annual contract instead of just a monthly subscription where you can cancel anytime. So that's why you really need to pay attention to what you're signing up for. If you're looking to try out a new service or something like that and they offer a week-long free trial, make sure on the 6th day of that week you have a reminder set in your phone to cancel, just because you might forget and they will charge you, and there's a lot of times there are no refunds for this. One way to save is by cutting out all the subscriptions you aren't using. For me, I signed up to Disney Plus, and honestly, I have not watched it very much, so I'm definitely gonna cancel that. But you get the idea. Canceling subscriptions could help you save a lot of money. There is such a common misconception with lesson number 4, and that is everyone needs a high credit score. Well, in my opinion, you really don't. Honestly, there is no real need to have a credit card in the first place. Building credit is somewhat of a scam in my opinion. Again, there's going to be some backlash on this, but let me explain. Your credit score is a reflection of your interaction with debt. Having a high credit score is good because it means you're paying your bills on time, every month, etc. But this is something that you don't really need. As long as you've been saving money, there is really never a reason to go into debt, with maybe the exception of purchasing a house or something really big. Even then, instead of focusing on getting a high credit score in order to be able to go into more debt, focus on saving money, investing, and creating additional sources of income for yourself. You don't need a high credit score. You really don't. If you can't afford something, you simply have no business in getting that. It's that simple. Don't buy what you can't afford. Lesson 5 is money equals power. So again, this goes back to saving. We need to be more hungry about this. I think a lot of people kind of push it off. Saving, oh, I don't need to save. I'm good. I just can live off my weekly income. But we need to be more hungry about this. I think a lot of people underestimate the power of saving money. A lot of people underestimate the power that you gain with saving money rather than spending. There's a staggering statistic from Forbes that claims 78% of workers are living paycheck to paycheck. This is not safe, very dangerous. And if you're watching this video and this is you, I highly encourage you to get more serious about creating a monthly budget and finding places where you can cut out your spending. Emergencies happen and you need to always be prepared for the worst. You don't know when they're going to occur. What if you lose your job, right? What if you lose your job? What's the next move? Having money saved aside gives you the power to still be financially stable while you're going and looking around for a new job. Lesson number 6, debt makes you a slave to the lender. For this, I'm going to reference the Bible. Proverbs 22:7 in the New International Version. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is a slave to the lender. Do you want to be a slave or you owe someone else money? We all have the choice to not get into debt, but a lot of us choose to do so because it's an easy option. It's so much easier to get into debt than getting out. Always remember that. Before you go out opening a whole bunch of credit cards with all these different stores, Amazon, etc., always remember, what the consequences can be from doing so. Be free from slavery, be debt-free. The final lesson is giving gives back. When you give to others, you get something in return. When you give to others, it activates your mesolimbic system, also known as your brain's reward center. This system is actually responsible for releasing endorphins, making you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. That means lower stress and increased self-esteem, all just from helping someone out. Not saying to help every single person you see out on the street or anything like that. Just want to present this idea out there because I think that we should be going out and helping our brothers and sisters out in this world. That's why I love creating these videos, because I love just simply helping other people out. And thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Peace.